My name is Anton Blokland. I'm Vice President Global Business Services Finance, working for Arla Foods, headquartered in Denmark. Arla is a dairy company, primarily selling milk, fresh milk, cheese, butter, spread margins in milk powder. Right now the company is heavily focused on servicing European markets. But looking into the future, there's a lot of growth in Russia, China, Middle East and Africa. Company is approximately 75 billion krona, which goes around 10 billion euro by the end of this year. We are a cooperative owned by 8,000 plus farmers, and we have approximately 20,000 people working at Global Arla. I'm heading up the Global Business Services Finance for Arla, and basically what does it mean? We provide transactional finance services to Arla markets. We have a shared service center in Gdansk, which is primarily a financial shared service center with approximately 200 people, and we service all Arla markets, primarily in Europe and a little bit in the US. What we currently are doing is a couple of things. We're professionalizing our interface with our internal customer. What does it mean? Basically, we're implementing a service management framework. So we like to professionalize how we meet customer expectations, how we measure them, which is taking out a little bit the emotion out of the discussion sometimes. There's more fact-based. And we also like to discuss expectations that we have from the internal customer and the internal customer from us. Besides that, we are also looking into the whole people agenda in the shared service center. Although, if you look in Gdansk, we have an average turnover of between 15 and 20%, and we want to make sure that we retain our good people. So we're evaluating what can we do in order to make sure that we retain the good people. So looking at training, looking at development, internships. On average, we have 10 people from the shared service center on an internship within the business for a period of 6 months. We're also looking into rewards, recognition, and just want to make sure that we, attract and retain good qualified people. Third thing we're doing, so I said we're looking at service, so service excellence, looking into people excellence, and the third thing we're doing is looking into innovation and growth. And basically that means that we would like to drive process standardization, and we would like to basically geographically expand our services. So besides servicing Europe, North America, we'd also like to expand our services to the Far East. So innovation and growth is another key topic on our agenda. Today I was part of the Global Transformation Forum, and we spoke about transformation obviously, and the part I participated in was about governance. And one key takeaway is that governance, formalizing service management discussions is a must-have. It's important because it professionalizes the interface with your internal customer, but it also takes out the emotion out of the discussion when you talk about service. Having good KPIs at different levels, we measure operational performance from the service delivery teams in Gdansk. We look at process performance, also end-to-end, so not necessarily a single process, but we look, for example, at procure to pay, at the cost and the quality, and even the service delivery within procure to pay. Also look at order to cash, global master data and accounting report. So that's important, which are slightly different measures. And then we also look at the more strategic elements of our GBS services, which is obviously cost and quality and service and customer satisfaction. So those are the key takeaways. That if you are in transformation, if you're growing as we are, it's an imperative to have this in place. It's part of the foundation of running a good shared service center. I'm very pleased to be here in Warsaw. For me, it's always a great opportunity to meet people who are in the same line of business. And besides the networking, which is important, Arla is a company that's in motion, that's growing, and we're reasonably immature if you look at process standardization, but also service management and innovation and the way we grow. So to me, it's a fantastic opportunity just to meet people who head up shared services or global business services in more mature companies like Shell or like Procter & Gamble. And their stories actually typically inspire me and give me good food for thought that I then can apply into my current function in growing the global business services for Arla.